Well, here we are, walking on our way to our second shop of the day. We weren't planning on coming into town at all, but we ended up having to. Why?
Because the lines from our toilet to the holding tank were so full of calcium buildup. I believe they call it shell. It's when the salt water sits in there and mixes with urine and poo. It creates this shell inside the lines, and then it just reduces the diameter over time. And toilet wouldn't flush this morning.
Basically, that buildup was so huge that it clogged the entire line. So the morning bathroom routine turned into being something not quite so routine. So here we are. Happy Tuesday. So, if you didn't get that, basically this morning when we tried to flush the toilet, all that happened was a roiling tornado-like sludge of brown. It wouldn't fit. The lines were so clogged, though it was in the toilet, would not fit through to get out of the toilet. And that's how we started our day.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh, that's so awful.
Oh.
Oh. Can you smell it?
Yeah, that's clear in there.
The line. In the right spot.
See where it's all coming right there?
I can't see anything.
Well, here it comes.
Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Can I take this outside to dump it?
Yes.
We've heard from several cruisers that the best non-chemical answer to clogged hoses is to remove the hose and take it to a dock or find a beach with a good tree and just whack the hose against the dock or the tree to loosen the shale inside. We've also heard about muriatic acid, as a cleaner for bad scale buildup, especially in fittings between the hoses. The previous owner left some on board, and at this point, especially for the fittings in between the hoses, we have no other choice but to try it. This smells worse than poo.
Far worse than poo.
Ugh.
If I didn't have a mask on right now, I would be throwing up. It is so bad.
And that's just one little part.
Just one little part.
That's been clogged up in our whole bathroom. Oh my gosh.
I think this white pipe, let's pull it out and see if we can find the same diameter first. If we cannot, then I think we just try to pound it out. Be pretty.
I mean, it's probably original.
Standard. Oh.
So there's just so much buildup in there. And that's just buildup from being a saltwater toilet. Wow, it looks like Lehman Caves.
When it's not filled with poo and shell.
An interesting aside is that our toilet was giving us trouble before we left Grenada to fly back to Utah. So while we were there, we decided to get a new macerator pump and a spare to bring back to Grenada with us. Well, we just replaced our old pump last week. And that one didn't sound like it was working quite like it should. So we replaced the new one with the spare that we brought back. And that one still wasn't quite operating like we thought it should. But we could not figure out what would be the difference. So we kept that spare one on, stored the new one, and tossed out the original. Well, now it looks like we may have thrown out a perfectly good macerator pump. Wow, look at how quiet that is.
Yeah, but it's not as powerful.
No leaks.
It can't handle the flush and
Back to the boat with both hoses. We've learned our lesson that when you are replacing something, you should never throw out the original until you make sure that the replacement actually fits or works. Okay, so here's our original hose.
that's gotta be 40 pounds.
Oh my gosh. How much do you think that one is?
This one?
Do you think it's like even 5?
Not even 5 pounds.
That is amazing.
So gross. What's in that one? Is that poo?
Shell.
Yeah, poo and shell buildup.
Oh! What the? Oh!
Wow, that is
Wow, that is a rocket ship.
Do it again.
It does it now.
It's keeping up.
Oh my gosh, look at this, you guys.
Whoa!
Good job.
Good job.
We did it.
That's kind of gross. I don't need to do it now.
No, get out of here.